Do the Colts have the brightest future in the NFL?
The Colts have a darn bright future. I would say I'm not at all willing to say brightest in the league. But say when you get a Rich back next year, it's the start of definitely something special with this young group where we're seeing. I think the Colts, they just show flashes. Like the defense has a week where you're like, all right, they're young and they have a lot of holes to fill. And I think that's the thing I want to talk about most is where if their defense was more filled out, I'd be willing to say potentially. I do think you have a lot of fillings to make those still on the defense. Whereas the offense, you only have a few more things to plug, really. And I think the offense is going to be starting moving really well over these next couple of years, right? Especially with a Rich back.
That's what I was about to say. Like, it's very, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you feel like pretty good about their offense. Like, if you look at the receiving core, you look at the running back, you look at the quarterback, you look at the O-line, like, you can really invest a lot of that capital into the defense. And their defense is already average.
You have good young pass rushers. Like, you definitely have them, like the boxes you want checked.
Right. No, I've really been, to me, they have one of the brightest futures in the NFL. I was going to say most surprising, but I have that for another team later today when we talk about them. But yeah, man, I mean,
I think I got a feeling who the most surprising one is.
Yeah, I think you know. So Jonathan Taylor is pretty much proving that he was worth every dollar.
And I think what I want to say, the best thing on top of that, what has to make you just ecstatic if you're a Colts fan, is that not only is he back now, but him being back is not affecting Zach Moss. Like I said, Zach Moss in this game, still 6.9 yards per carry on 8 carries. Like you get more than that, still going crazy. And that just thoughts me if you can still rely on him in that little of a sample size and still have him come out there and just run hard as shit for you every single snap. The Colts running back room is best in the league.
Well, I mean, they have with a productive O-line and then putting a player like a Jonathan Taylor's caliber behind it, definitely one of the better rooms in the league. And especially like, they're maybe not like the top 10, but the Colts have some nice, like their top 3 options in the receiving room are nice. Pittman, Pierce, and Downs.
Downs coming in definitely was like, he helped out a lot with everyone else.
That room would not be the same if Downs was not good. If Downs was not good, it'd be a super weak core.
And he's, like I said, he's getting, best thing, I don't want to give the credit to Josh Downs. It's also very much on the Michael Pittman has had a very big jump this year, but I think it's the thing, it goes together. But Michael Pittman, the unsung hero for the Colts all season long. Last 4 weeks, 8+ receptions each week. I mean, he's on an absolute Michael Thomas 2019 type tear right now. I mean, this is literally egregious in a good way.
No,
he's an absolute possession machine.
Pittman's been going crazy. I've always liked Pittman, but like I was never sold. I thought he was always like a 0.5 Mike Evans.
No, yeah,
he might be just like another, not as good.
I think he's switched. I think I comp him less at this point to Mike Evans, and I think I actually see him more as like old Mike Thomas.
Okay,
just big, good possession. If he's one-on-one against the corner, there's a pretty good chance he's gonna snag that thing.
Oh no, I love the way he plays. On the other side of the ball, 6 sacks for the Colts.
That young defensive line getting to work. Gotta love to see that if you're a Colts fan.
All right, let's talk about the other team that is, I don't know.
In the NFC South debacle.
Yeah. So you put down, is every NFC South head coach going to be fired this offseason?
So I actually had an answer to my own question because I forgot. I was reminded this morning.
Okay.
That Art Smith has actually been told already he's fine. Remember how the Falcons had come out and said, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, where I almost forgot about this too.
Oh, okay.
But they basically came out and said, like, no, Art Smith is fine. Like his job's secure for at least another year. Like we rock with Art, essentially. Like they came out and said that.
Yeah.
So it's like, minus Art Smith, though, I think I would say with certainty, we're
Todd
done.
Bowles, Dennis Allen. Well, Frank Reich's already gone.
Just maybe
3 or 4.
The way the Saints operate, the Saints scare me. Like I could see the Saints pulling a buddy fucking system moment and being like, we're gonna give him 1 more year, yay! Fuck off. But minus the Saints, there's no doubt in my mind. The other 2 are getting rid of their coach, Bucks included. And I think with Todd Bowles too, it makes it a lot easier because you already have the ring and you say to yourself like, well, Bruce was the guy and Todd is definitely not the guy. Let's wrap this up quickly.
I just don't know why they didn't sell this year. We keep going back to this.
Yeah. Well, again, this was so many teams were in the same boat, but this was the year where now you went from having, I don't want to say astronomical value because that would be a lie, but pretty high value.
But like Mike Evans is still good.
No, right. Like
4 touchdowns last 3 games.
You would have had pretty good value on any of these guys. Even if it was just things, when I say pretty good to me means like 3rd, 4th, maybe late 2nd.
Yeah.
Really good value is like 2nd, 1st. But in today's NFL, man, as you know, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, if you make them work, They are everything.
The Chiefs could have gave up a third for Mike Evans, probably.
For sure. And that's the thing is like, and if you're the Bucks, you take that pick and you turn it into another productive receiver down the road. But now you're not turning it into anything.
I mean, Rashad White has been continually having good days. I mean, the Bucks defense has been. I mean, not this game. Not this game. It was not impressive at all. Kalijah Cansey, the rookie's been playing well.
Yeah, so the 3 sacks over the last 5 games, definitely really want to give a shout out to because he wasn't even playing much at the beginning of the year. Kind of like a late bloomer getting in here. He's shown you, though, this is why he was drafted as high as he was. We know he was a wrecker from the interior. It was kind of just a matter of time with a guy like Kalijah.
Yeah.
Put some size on, get the reps in. He's showing you, man. He's an absolute wrecker.